Seattle used to be known for three things: endless rain, gunmetal horizons, and coffee strong enough to wake the dead. But come 2025, the Seahawks defense took that gloomy vibe, sharpened it into a blade, and rebranded as the dark side. Forget calling them a football team. This is a headhunting crew posting a defensive DVOA of -4.1%. That number doesn't just break records, it smashes the ceiling set by the legendary Legion of Boom. These guys thrive in the bone-chilling mist of the Pacific Northwest for 5 brutal months a year. They have been burying offenses under the soggy turf at Lumen Field. Is this the undisputed king of defenses for 2025? The real test is whether they can keep cleaning up the messes of a talented but chaotic offense and drag this roster to a ring. Pressure coming, pocket collapsing, nowhere to run. Oh, my goodness. Scoop and score. He is gone. That is 6 points on the board. You ready? Let's roll. 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's talk about the Seattle weather for a hot second. The sky is trapped in a permanent state of steel gray overcast. It is damp, bleak, and totally soul-crushing. This season, the Seattle defense decided to become the living, breathing embodiment of that misery. It is soaking wet. The wind is screaming. Hey, it is miserable for them. Good. But for us, it is paradise. The dark side isn't just a nickname. It is a statement of intent from the moment cleats hit the grass. The goal is to drag the enemy offense into the abyss, a mission they have executed without mercy. The 2025 squad locked down the #1 defensive ranking in DVOA. In plain English, that stat measures how much you dominate every single snap compared to the league average. On defense, you want that number deep in the negatives, and Seattle's rating of -24.1% didn't just lead the pack. It is statistically one of the most terrifying performances in analytics history. They allowed a meager 17.2 points per game, the stingiest record in the sport, and they didn't walk a smooth path. They faced pressure that would have cracked a glass jaw. Make no mistake, their own offense had plenty of firepower. Even with an elite receiver and top 10 stats, quarterback Sam Darnold had a greasefire season with the ball, leading the league in fumbles. He kept serving up points to the other team on a silver platter, backing his own defense against the wall. Did the dark side complain? Not a whisper. They just tightened their chin straps and put out the fire, forcing 25 turnovers to rank 6th overall. They were the ultimate cleanup crew for offensive spills. And the run defense, literally impenetrable. Not a soul could run on this front. They are absolute monsters. They have stepped up big time, every single week. I can't say enough about that unit. Trying to move the ball on them in OTAs was straight up nightmare fuel. I am just thanking my lucky stars. They are wearing our colors. The Hawks are riding a scorcher of a streak, going 26 straight regular season games without letting a single runner hit the century mark. The last time a back cracked triple digits on this wall. People were still arguing about the 2024 election results. They didn't even allow a rushing touchdown until week 5 of the 2025 season. That style of play is a suffocating blanket of doom, forcing teams to become one-dimensional before the trap snaps shut. The Legion of Boom was loud and brash. The dark side is silent, eerie, and inevitable. Pulling the strings is a tactical wizard who is arguably the sharpest defensive mind in the game today. One more rep, bring it, let's go. To an opposing quarterback, Mike Macdonald is the monster under the bed. The head coach built a machine that coordinators describe as pure evil. And honestly, they are spot on. Macdonald's playbook is built on smoke and mirrors. Pre-snap. It looks like total anarchy. Linebackers loitering in the passing lanes. Safeties sprinting downhill. Corners showing blitz. It looks like the house is coming, forcing the quarterback to check his protection and panic hike the ball. Then, the kaleidoscope turns. Seattle drops 7 or 8 guys into coverage, flooding the zones. But here is the magic trick. They still get home, finishing 7th in the league with 47 sacks. They manage to wreak that much havoc, rushing only 4 guys, which creates a total nightmare for offensive coordinators. Keep extra blockers in to handle the heat. And suddenly you have 0 open targets downfield against 7 defenders in coverage. Send everyone out on routes. And Macdonald's twisted 4-man stunt packages will absolutely demolish your offensive line. It is the classic pick-your-poison scenario. And frankly, both options leave you dead in the water. That strategy requires serious versatility, which Seattle has in spades. Their safeties can play in the box, and their linebackers can rush the passer. Even the big interior linemen can drop into coverage. Though watching Jarran Reed try to chase down a slot receiver is not exactly plan A, that level of tactical freedom is the secret sauce behind their dominance over the NFC West. The stakes were sky high for the regular season finale against San Francisco #1 seed on the line, and the game plan was flawless. The Niners' high-powered offense got completely suffocated, limited to a pathetic 173 total yards, with Purdy under siege nearly every drop back. It was more than just a football game. It was a masterclass in organized chaos and physical dominance. Macdonald's philosophy is straightforward stuff: the run to earn the right to rush the passer. And once they did, he unleashed hell on third down. You have got to give Mike Macdonald his flowers for that one. Whatever speech he gave in that locker room worked like a charm, because they were anticipating every single play San Francisco tried to run. But here is the thing: even the best X's and O's don't mean a thing if you don't have the dogs to hunt. And let me tell you, Seattle is loaded with predators. The beauty of this unit is that it is a constellation of stars, not a one-man show. It starts in the backfield with their live wire. Devon Witherspoon, the guy hits like a linebacker shot out of a cannon, earning his reputation from Coach Macdonald as the undeniable heartbeat of this squad. Despite battling through some injuries, Witherspoon was everywhere on the field all year, rightfully snagging second-team All-Pro honors. He pulls off the kind of plays that cornerbacks just aren't supposed to be able to make. From blowing up screens to blitzing off the edge, his energy is infectious. But shift your eyes to the beast anchoring the middle, Byron Murphy. The first-rounder from 2024 was the unsung hero doing the dirty work in the trenches previously. But this season, the spotlight finally caught up to him, giving him the recognition he has been overdue for. Leading the interior with 7 sacks doesn't even tell the whole story of the double teams he ate up and the pockets he collapsed. He did all the heavy lifting so his teammates could feast on the stat sheet. Speaking of feasting, we have to talk about the crafty veteran DeMarcus Lawrence making his debut in Seattle colors. The defensive end proved he has plenty of gas left in the tank. Racking up 11 tackles for loss, his magnum opus was that scoop and score against Arizona in Week 10. But Lawrence pulled off something that defied logic. He scooped up 2 fumbles and took them both to the house for touchdowns in a single afternoon, becoming only the 4th player in NFL history to ever pull that off. For 60 minutes, he was a scoring machine, but he wasn't alone. Ernest Jones IV was an absolute revelation. He didn't just lead the team with 126 tackles. He turned into a ball hawk with 5 picks and a score, gluing the unit together. That performance locked up an all-pro spot, while rookie safety Nico played like a 10-year vet, batting down 11 balls with wild intensity. Top to bottom, this roster was absolutely overflowing with game wreckers. Riq Woolen and Jobe clamped down the outside, while Leonard Williams and Uchenna Nwosu crushed the pocket with relentless power. Since only Murphy and Williams started all 17 games, it proved success wasn't about luck. It was about a next-man-up mentality. But when the offense hits a wall and the defense needs a breather, Seattle plays its ultimate trump card. Real championship contenders in this league always find a way to get it done, no matter the situation. You don't usually see whole segments dedicated to special teams, but the 2025 Seahawks are a different breed. Ranked #1 overall, they were arguably the best unit in football, top 5 in punting, top 2 in kicking, and deadly in returns. The crown jewel of that group is undoubtedly Rashid Shaheed. Picking him up mid-season felt like Seattle typed in a cheat code. The man is pure electricity. He runs like he stole something. That is perfect for taking a kickoff 100 yards to the house like he did against the Falcons, weaving through traffic like a video game. But he saved his best magic trick for the biggest stage, the divisional round against the 49ers. Shaheed wasted absolutely no time, taking the opening kickoff 95 yards straight to pay dirt. Before the fans could even crack their first beer, Seattle was already up 7-0 with that grab. Shaheed hits the seam. He is gone. He is taking it to the house. That was a knockout blow right from the jump. The Niners never recovered from the shock. Shaheed warps the entire geometry of the gridiron. Kickers are terrified to even look his way. They would rather hit ugly squibs or kick it out of bounds than let him touch the rock, handing Seattle amazing field position while the quarterback nurses that oblique. Taking the opening kickoff straight to pay dirt is the ultimate gift for your offense. Pure tactical genius. Mike Macdonald. You are playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, even when the drive stalls out. Michael Dickson is there to clean up the mess. That Aussie leg earned every bit of those second-team All-Pro honors, crushing balls for a massive 42 net yard average. He flips the script and gives his squad the upper hand every time. Opponents can try to stand tall, or they can watch Michael Dickson bury them deep in their own end and let the defense go to work. He drops that football inside the 20 with the touch of a PGA Tour pro sinking a birdie putt. He backs offenses up against their own goal line, forcing them to go 90-plus yards against the #1 defense in football. That is a total horror show for the other sideline. With Shaheed scoring and Dickson pinning them deep, special teams became the main event. They were a lethal weapon. They broke the opponent's will and matched the defense's nastiness perfectly. And speaking of toughness, one player's life story is the very soul of this 2025 roster. Derick Hall is a walking miracle. Forget making the team. We are talking about surviving birth. He showed up 4 months ahead of schedule. 0 air in his lungs. A brain bleed threatening to end it all. The doctors told his mom to prepare for the worst. They gave him no chance. She refused to accept it. Hall spent those first weeks tethered to life support, fighting for every single breath. So, when you bring up pressure on the field, Hall just laughs. The man has been battling the odds since his very first second on Earth. But the 2025 season threw a new curveball. Week 16 against the Rams. Things got heated and controversy exploded.